If you were deserted on a desert island and you could only bring one product or one type of product, what would it be? Hey everybody, my choice would be hands down, without a doubt, highlight. And that's a real good thing because L'Oreal just released their newest Lumi items. Now inside this box is a ton of items, like wildest dreaming kind of items. I've already taken them out though because I just finished filming this look. Boop, I had to put that down, it was heavy. So I just finished filming this look, so if you'd like to know what was inside the Lumi box and take a look at all of L'Oreal's newest highlighting products, then I suggest you stay tuned for this tutorial and review. So I've decided to, for this tutorial slash review, to basically give you a live feelings. This way you can hear the excitement as I use these products rather than me doing a voiceover when I'm tired and, you know. So in the theme with Lumi, so this is the Lumi box I got. It doesn't even fit on the camera. It is so big and massive and I love it. And inside, we're gonna open this bad boy up, is all of the highlighting products that L'Oreal just released. And we're gonna try them all here today and we're gonna talk about basically, you know, how they perform on the skin, which one you may or may not want to pick up, and basically based on your skin concerns or your look. You know, not just like foundations and shadows, not every highlight works for every skin tone, or skin concern, like dry versus oily, etc. Now I have some beauty blenders. These are actually from L'Oreal, so these are the L'Oreal beauty blenders. Just in case you guys didn't, if you guys didn't know that L'Oreal had some beauty blenders, go check it out. They do. So I'm gonna tap a little bit. I apply my foundation. I mean, I don't apply my foundation like every beauty vlogger you see. I kind of do it to like what I like to do it as. So what I tend to do is, again, do this, pat it on, and then I sponge it on. And I find that I like the finish of the sponged on look. I like to compare it to painting, whereas like when you're painting, you don't just pour it on the canvas and then like it's too messy. I like to actually like sponge it on and actually have the appearance of skin, and this way I also don't wind up putting too much product on my skin. So you can see it gives like a very dewy, radiant look. Like you could still see my skin is my skin. It doesn't look cakey, so that's why I like to do it this way. You want to do short dabs as you go. You're gonna get a workout, your arm's gonna hurt at the end, you're gonna have one arm that's real muscular and the other isn't, and people are gonna ask you, yo, what's up? How'd that happen? You just be like, queen of blending, queen of blending. That's it. Now as you see, I kind of have like dark circles, or I feel like I have the hollow here. So there are some products that you can use to get rid of that. One of them is a concealer. Now in the line of the L'Oreal Infallible, the Pro Glow line, we're gonna go with that. I'm not sure if the Lumi line has a concealer. I feel like they would because L'Oreal tends to be very like full circle, but because I don't have it, I'm going to be using this one right here. So I feel like I haven't been holding things up to the camera, guys. So this is the Lumi foundation, excuse my nails. So now we're going to use this concealer and we're just going to do short, soft strokes. Listen, if you don't have fine lines under your eyes or you don't have dark circles, you can skip this step. Don't do something because I do it. Do something because your skin concern mimics what I'm doing. So I like to add a little bit of the concealer to the center of the nose just because it adds a little bit of like that highlighted look, you know, not like we're going to be doing a ton of that later. Of course we are. So I tend to just do that, and it adds a little bit of lightness to the face. And the concealer, I always choose like a lighter shade than what I actually am. So this one I got in the shade Matte Beige Natural, whereas my foundation, for example, is 204 Natural Buff. So I'm not sure where they are, but you can see one is a little bit darker than the other. So now we're going to take the Beauty Blender again, and I'm just going to dab it on. I'm going to dab it across. Because concealer tends to be applied a little bit thicker, that's why I apply it directly to the skin. But if you don't want yours too thick, you can always apply it to the back of the hand too. I tend to use like a rolling motion, like I roll the wand on my skin and it helps to deposit the product. It's a good tip for a lip gloss as well if you want to get a thicker gloss. Queen of blending. Blend, 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 blend. Okay, so now that we got our base down on our face, we can talk about the first product that I want to address from the Lumi collection, which is the Glotions. Now the Glotion is a product that you can apply in a lot of different ways, and its name gives it away. It's a glowing lotion. You can use this for body, you can use this for face. I kind of like the idea to use this for body as a glowing lotion. Like, I wish it was a little bit bigger. I would totally use this all over my body, especially the bronzing one, for when it's like, for when it's summer. So basically, you have your little spout here. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand. This is a lot, actually. And you can see this is a lot. I put too much on. So if you were to take this, for example, and apply it to like your skin, you're gonna get like a little light glow. Like, you might not even be able to see it on the camera because it's very subtle, but it gives like a dewy look. Now if I want to put a powder product on top of that, it's really going to amplify it. So a little bit. I'm fat, so I don't have collarbones, but let's pretend that I do. And I'm just putting it where I imagine my collarbones would be. So like right here. Yeah. So I would leave it just like that for a very subtle glow. Like I said, you'll just see it very subtly. This is a product that I would apply like my Lumi primer. Now you can kind of see on my hand, like it's giving just a slight glow. Now this is the lightest shade. Like, even for me, this is a little bit light. So aside from being able to use it on your collarbones, I've also swatched them up here for you guys. Now the first one here, this is 901, 902, 903, and 904. They're all together. Now I'm going to bring them down so you can actually see like how they apply. There we go. They have been smushed. So as you can see, they really are exactly what the name implies. They're a lotion. They're very soft, very light, but one thing you will notice when you're applying these to your skin is that they are really moisturizing. So use them as a primer, use them as like a BB cream. If you're going for that no makeup look, reach for your Glotion. This is one of those products that's going to be really everyday, really good for that soft, dewy, like glow from within look, like not that eye rolled in gold dust kind of look. This is definitely on the lower end of glowing. Like, you can, you know, there's a spectrum. There's like subtle glow over here where it's like, I just want to glow a little bit. I just want to be a little bit, you know, I don't want to look so tired and dull. Like, I don't want my skin to look so tired and dull. And then there's like full blown, like, I am a glazed donut. Midas touched me and I liked it. So it's like you have a very wide range, and I like that L'Oreal addressed that in the Lumi line. Now the Glotion, the actual product description is, it says it's a natural glow enhancer, and it's supposed to hydrate and luminize, and it's supposed to give an all over fresh, healthy, naked skin glow. So this is something that you would put on your naked skin, put it on your collarbones, put it on your skin, put it on your face, wear it as a primer, and even mix it in with your foundation if you want to have a lighter, like BB cream feeling foundation. This is the product you go for right here. Okay, so the next product we're going to look at is the, staying in theme with the cream products, we're going to look at the True Match Lumi Amour. Now these, don't they look familiar? These, the second I saw them, by the way, I'm sorry again about my wonky nails. This is the Amour. This is the True Match Lumi Amour by L'Oreal. And this is the Glow Boosting Drops. These are an absolute drugstore dupe for Cover FX's drops in the best way possible. So we have number 507, which is Daybreak, and then we have 508, which is Golden Hour. So I'm going to swatch these up on my hand for you guys so you can see the difference, and then we're going to get some of these on my face. So just like other products, it drops out. Hopefully it's in focus. So there you go. This is Daybreak. And I like that this is kind of like a pinky toned, and then you have Golden Hour, which is a golden tone, it's a warmer tone. So you have both warm and cool tones in this collection. Okay, so there we go. So there they are on the skin. You can see that they definitely have a really nice, just a little bit goes a long way, a really nice super glow. I'm loving it. It's very, very light reflecting. Now if you're wondering to yourself, how do I use these drops? Say you've never used the Cover FX drops and this is your first time, like you want to glow to the gods, this is the product you would use. Now this product you'd want to apply to the upper part of the bone of your cheek. So where my bone is might be different from where your bone is. The best thing you can do is go in a mirror, look, feel for where your bone is, or just go out into the light and see where your light hits you on your face. That's where you would apply it. It's going to mimic like natural light. So you can drop this directly over your foundation. You can mix this into your foundation. You can put this under your foundation. Pretty much a lot of these products, these Lumi products, especially like the liquid products, they're completely customizable. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go with Golden Hour, and we're going to put this on my cheeks. Yeah, like I said, I'm not about like dripping it on Instagram style. So I'm going to drip it onto my hand right there. And I'm going to use a very small brush. This is a Mata Prismatic brush. This is for crease, but I'm just going to use this for this today. I believe brushes are interchangeable as well. So we're going to put a little bit right here. We're going to put a little bit right here on the top of the cheekbone, and we're going to bring it back up to the orbital bone. Just like that. If you want, you can then take a powder brush. This is another Mata brush, and you can just diffuse it slightly, and this will give you a very subtle glow. Now, if you want to do what them Instagram girls do, you want to be a cool kid, you can apply a ton of product, although I think this is like way too much. Yeah, it's way too much. I don't know how these girls do it. It's way too much product. So I like that it really diffuses easily. Now, because this is a cream product, this isn't going to accentuate pores. It's not going to show fine lines or wrinkles. Because it is a cream product, it's not drying out the skin and it's not bringing attention to flaws. It's really just adding a nice little bit of shine. So even just this look right here, just the foundation, maybe a little bit of the Glotion and these drops, you're good to go. You look fresh, a little bit of mascara, maybe your brows, you're done, you're good to go. So I'm gonna get my brows done, and then we're gonna see what we can do with the eyes. So I went and did my brows real quick just to kind of complete the look, to show you guys what it would look like. This would be a completed look if you just want like an everyday, very natural look. Now in this collection, there are also two powder palettes. You have the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glow Nude and another Glow Nude. Now, just like with the drops, you have Day and Night. You have Moon Kissed, which is a cooler tone, and then you have the warmer tone, which is Sun Kissed. I personally always like a glow that's warmer. If you like a cooler tone, they do have that option. These are the two here, and I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a quick finger swatch so you can know exactly what they look like. This is the Cool Tone palette. As you see, it's more pinks, purples, whites. Like this, I feel would really flatter like lighter skin tones who have a pink undertone. Like this would be very flattering. I feel like on a warmer skin tone it might clash, like maybe that's why I'm so against it. But I personally, even on my more warmer skin tone or my neutral skin tone, I would use this as an eyeshadow palette, and that's exactly what I'm going to do for you guys today, is to show you how, if you feel like, okay, that's not good for my cheeks, how do I use this otherwise? I'm going to show you guys how to use it. So I got some of my Royal & Langnickel brushes, and we're going to get going. I'm very minimalist when it comes to brushes. I don't have like 1,000 of them. I mean, I do, but I always like tend to use like 1 or 2 brushes for a look. So we're going to use the Revolution BX85. This is a fluffy brush, and I'm going to put it right here in the white shade, and I'm just going to apply lightly to right under my brow. This is going to add a subtle highlight to under the brow, and I'm going to bring it right down. I'm not putting it back into the pan, and I'm going to bring it right down to the lid. Now this is my base shade. If you guys watch me a lot, you know that I tend to do this. I don't do a cream base, I don't do a shadow primer. I tend to just go into the lightest shadow, or the shadow that's closest to my skin tone, and apply as a base, so everything kind of blends better. So you can see you're getting that nice highlight. I especially love how it looks like right under the brow. Like that is kind of like, I'm living for that right now. And now I'm going to be using a fluffier brush, and this is also a crease brush, very similar to the one I used on my face, and I'm going to be going into this pink shade, well, pinky purple shade right here. Oh, they have names. So this is Moon, this is Venus, so I'm going into Venus. I don't know why I thought they didn't have names. And I'm just applying it to my lid in a nice sweeping back and forth motion, very lightly. You just want to kind of brighten up the eye a little bit. What I like about these is there's not really a lot of fallout, and I'm not sure if that's maybe because it's a face shade or what, but it's really just a very easy product to work with, and it's going to brighten up the eye just a little. As you saw, I didn't go too crazy going into the crease, but now I'm going to be taking this is called the eyeshadow brush, and this is also from Royal & Langnickel Mata. And now there's 2 darker shades on the bottom, and I'm going to be going towards this one right here. This one is called Twilight, and I'm just really lightly going to be applying it on the lid and bringing it up to the crease. Bring it a little bit out to the outer V, but not too much, and I'm going to sweep that underneath my eye. This is just going to add a little bit of definition while still retaining like the brightened eye look. It's a very good look for spring. I might title that like Spring Lumi. Jump into Spring with Lumi. I don't know, I'm still not good with titles. Okay, so now that we've done that, you can see that you can get a very bright eye look. And I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna rub it in the center shade. And I'm gonna put a little bit right there, blend it out, get some glow right there in the center of my lid. And also this would be a great shade for the inner corner of the eye. So there we go. We got some brightness going on in our eyes. So now we can finish it off with a little bit of mascara. So I've applied my mascara, so we're all done with that. Now I'm going to show you guys the second powder one. So this next one here is Sun Kissed, and this is the one I'm going to be using on my face. And I'm going to do a quick hand swatch for you guys really quickly. Do a quick hand swatch. So this is the warmer toned one. As you can see, it has more of those like typical highlight colors like the gold, the bronze, etc. This one would be great for medium skin tone. This is definitely a good one, like I said, if you have pink undertones, but if you have yellow undertones, or you're medium, or you like a gold highlight, go with Sun Kissed. So I'm going to apply this to my face right now. Starlight. I'm going to be applying the shade Starlight from the Sun Kissed palette. And I'm going to be applying it right over the True Match Golden Hour that I put on. So if you use the drops with the powder, you're going to have like an ultra highlighted look. So I'm going to take a fan brush and I'm just going to sweep it back and forth. And what I like to do is I like to shimmy the brush along the top of my cheekbone, just like this. Just shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. And the more you do it, the more it will build up and the brighter it'll be. So I'm gonna stop at this because I'm gonna show you a trick on how to like get an ultra highlight, and I'm just gonna hold off on that for a second. So I'm just shimmying it, and of course you can stop here. If this is enough highlight for you, you don't have to keep going. Like for me, I could sit here all day. Like this could be my profession, like professional brush wiggler for highlight, MD, you know, just that's it. That's my title. So that's that. And if you want to add a little bit of bronze to your face, because I'm medium dark, I'm gonna mix these two bottom shades together. So I'm gonna do like a sweeping back and forth motion, and I'm gonna apply it here where I would apply my contour, and I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna apply a little bit to my forehead, just on the sides, because I have a very small forehead. Come back, apply it right where I would apply my contour. And if you want, you could also kind of just sweep any excess right on your jawbone and on the sides of your nose. And this is going to add like a sun-kissed look. Really good for summer. So now if you want like that extra glow that I was mentioning, L'Oreal Lumi has added one extra step in their collection, and this is the Lumi Shimmerista. And there are two. Just like this whole collection, there's a cool tone and a warm tone. And the cool tone is called Moonlight and the warm tone is called Sunlight. So here they are in their little jars, and I'm going to swatch them up in my hand and then I'm going to show you guys. So they are a loose powder. Now here's my thing. The darker one, the warmer one, is very, very dark, and the lighter one is very, very light. So even though I personally put like a warmer tone on my cheek, I'm going to top it off with a little bit more of the cooler one, and I'll show you why. But first, let's swatch. I have both of these products swatched on my finger, and I'm going to quickly swatch right here. They are very ultra bright. If you're looking for that super metallic, like I said, that Midas touched you look, this is the product you want to go for, especially if you're combining it with the drops. Like, that's it, it's over. Now, if you notice, the powders are very similar to the drops, so they correspond really nicely. I'm going to take the darker one. I was going to take the lighter one, but I was like, no, let me keep with the theme. So I'm going to take this darker one here, the Shimmerista. This is Sunlight, and I'm putting my brush in it really lightly, and I'm going to tap off any excess, and right here, right there, I'm just going to go over it really lightly, and you can see I'm getting like that ultra glow. And if you want to have even more precision, like if you're like, oh, I don't want to have it all over my face, you know, you can always blur it out with a brush and you'll still have that ultra glow. But one of my tricks that I like to use is I like to use a smaller brush. This is the crease brush that I used earlier for the drops to blend it out on the face. So I'm just going to take my crease brush, put it in the powder, tap off the excess powder, and I'm going to go right to the very part of my cheek that I want that extra glow. So right there, that's where I want my glow. Exactly where the light hits it. Right here, right along. And I'm gonna blend this out better. I'm just showing you guys. Right there. That is the highest point of my cheek. So now I'm gonna diffuse the edges on top, on the side. Make sure it doesn't look like I just put, you know, product right there and poof, there you go. Instant like super glow. And it's very similar to this side. This side is a lot more pronounced. This side is a lot, like has a much wider glow, whereas this is a more centralized glow. So depending on what kind of look, like super sun-kissed or like that bling right on the cheek, you can choose the way you want to do this. Also, using the powder wet is going to super amplify them. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this gold and I'm just going to put a little bit on my cupid's bow, a little bit on my nose, not too much, like that was a little bit too much. And when I layer that over the light gold that I put on, it works. This product though is extremely pigmented. Like I put just the tiniest amount in the cap. You don't need that much. Do not put that much on. So now I'm gonna finish this look with the L'Oreal paint. This is the matte. And I'm just gonna put this on my lips. So there we go. Got this on my lips. And if you're wondering like how can you use this on your lips if you wanted to, you can go back with that crease brush, put a little bit on, very little. There you go, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Right there in the center of the lips, add a little bit of highlight. I don't know about you guys, but like that just completes the highlighted to the gods look, thanks to L'Oreal Lumi. So as you can see, this is a super glow to the gods kind of look. You can of course tone it down. You do not need to use all of the steps I used here. I just wanted to show you guys exactly how you can get like a super glow using all of the new products from the Lumi line. Now some notes that I did want to make is that the cream products like the Glotion and the Glow Amour drops, none of those accentuated fine lines. They didn't crease, like they feel very dewy on the skin. Your skin is not going to have that matte feeling. It's going to feel like dewy skin. The powders did not crease. The Lumi Glow Nude, these will accentuate some problems on the face because they're a powder. You don't want to apply them. Like if your cheeks are dry, they might look a little bit ashy on you, but if you're using it with the Glotion or you're using it with the Glow Amour or you're just moisturizing and making sure that your skin is well primed, you shouldn't have a problem. Or if you're using them on the lid, you shouldn't have a problem unless you tend to have drier eyelids. Again, this can be solved with a primer, a moisturizer, a lot of products you can solve that with. The shimmer powder is extremely pigmented. I would say use this as a shadow, use this on the cheek. You can use this on the body, you can mix it into foundation, you can mix it into moisturizer. I mean, you can mix this into pretty much any cream product or mix it in with other powder products. The thing that I want to say is that it's extremely pigmented, so be careful with it. Very little goes a long way. As you saw with this side, just a little bit was like, whew, like very big, whereas like if I just focus it in a little bit, it's fine. If you have a darker skin tone, the sunlight might look even better on you. Like I said, I'm medium. I'm like right in between. But I like that L'Oreal has expanded their line and really included so many great highlighters and so many different formulas. Cream, lotion, powder, like boost powder. So we have a lot of different options. So my question to you guys is, what from the Lumi line did you like the most? Like, have you tried any of these products? What part of Lumi's line do you like? Did you not like it? I would love to know what you guys think. All your opinions are welcome. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, give me a like, leave me some comments. If there's anything you guys specifically want to see, I would be happy to film it. You can leave me some comments below, message me, DM me, follow me on Instagram too, because if you DM me there, I'll totally answer you guys back. So send me a DM over there. Also, follow me. I'm at Recycled Stardust. I'm constantly posting reviews, swatches, makeup looks, outfit looks, and now I'm even branching off into food. And with my makeup looks, I always post my makeup recipe that gives you a detailed step-by-step, like all the ingredients you would need to create that specific look. So if you don't have the time to sit through a 10-minute video, poof, it's right there on the Instagram, easy to search for, easy to read, boom, you can recreate it without having to sit through a 10-minute video. Not that I don't want you guys to watch. I mean, I would love you guys to watch a 10-minute video. Sometimes it's just not possible. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.